I'm sure that you have made many small decisions in your life. But have you ever made a decision that has completely changed your life? A decision that you never thought you would take? A decision that has turned and flipped the course of your reality? A decision you question still to this day? Hello everybody, it's Vivek here, and today I'll be sharing my journey of starting this YouTube channel and the unexpected challenges I faced along the way. But most importantly, why do I regret starting this YouTube channel? If you are somebody who wants to start your own channel, I'll tell you things that you can do to avoid these mistakes. So stick around until the end because I'll answer all of these questions and more. Before we dive in, let me clarify something. This is my personal story and your journey might look different. What I'm hoping to do is share my story so that you can avoid the pitfalls that I went through and create a path of your own success. Alright, let's start with the initial idea. How and why did I even come up with this idea? If somebody had told me 6 months ago that in 6 months' time you'll be starting your own YouTube channel, I would have called them crazy and even delusional because 6 months ago I had no interest in starting the YouTube channel. 6 months ago I used to think that YouTube was only for select few, a forbidden place that was way out of my reach, a place which was meant to be for people who have charisma, a place for people who knows how to talk, a place for people with confidence. And there was me, absolutely none of that. I wasn't good at talking in front of camera, I wasn't the most charismatic, and even English wasn't my first language. So going from thinking like that to uploading my very first YouTube video, it has been a wildest roller coaster ride. So bear with me when I tell you this story. First, you need to know that there was part of me who always wanted to help people with my ideas, with my view, with my knowledge. But I didn't know how I was gonna do this. This is the story of December 2023. I was searching for ways to create this opportunity. At this point, YouTube wasn't even in my radar. I considered creating a mailing list, writing newspaper articles, or even providing a free coaching service. But none of them ever transpired. I was in despair. I wanted to do something for people, and not being able to do it was causing me a lot of stress. I was looking for ideas every day, but nothing came. My mind was blank. But one day, I was driving to my ex-girlfriend's house. And then the idea of starting the YouTube came. It struck me out of nowhere. I can confidently say that it was a passing thought, almost like as a joke. In all honesty, it was a joke. But something happened later that night that forced me to turn a joke into a reality and turn that reality into a passion. When I reached my ex-girlfriend's house, I jokingly brought this idea of starting a YouTube channel. But her reaction really surprised me. I don't really know how to explain her reaction, but you know, when people don't believe you, when people think that something is way out of your capabilities, that kind of emotion. I didn't really think much about it because I wasn't gonna do it anyway. But when I brought this idea to her dad, that changed completely everything. Next day, I asked for his opinion. What if I started a YouTube channel? He was kind of surprised in the beginning, but I looked quite serious when I asked this question because I wanted to know his opinion. He looked at me and he said, "Why do anybody want to even listen to you? What do you have to offer that people want to hear your opinion?" I'm sure that he didn't mean in a bad way, but when he said that, it changed my perspective completely. It kind of made me upset because I knew that there was some truth to those statements. And that was all the motivation I needed. I took this as a challenge. And at that point, I decided that if I ever want to do anything in my life, that would be making a successful YouTube channel. It's funny thinking about it now. Since that incident, 2 days later, I had first video uploaded on YouTube. For me, it has always been if somebody challenges me, I'll go at the end of the world to prove that person wrong. I guess that incident is still a great motivation for me to keep going. So for you, if you really want to do something, take it as a challenge. Try to make other people prove wrong. I think that will serve as an excellent motivation for you to keep going. Alright, let's talk about the excitement. The excitement that I got when I first hit that upload button, it was beyond this world. I was already dreaming about millions of subscribers and thriving community that people listen to. I was over the moon. I was daydreaming. The thrill was real. But the excitement starts to turn into a frustration when the reality starts to set in. Let me tell you this, the pressure to continuously create content is real. YouTube algorithm favors those who regularly upload, who is willing to sacrifice everything for the content. You can take the example of Mr. Beast, who works 16 hours a day, 7 days a week to create top tier content. Those are our competitors. And there was I, who just started channel just to prove other person wrong. Frustration was almost guaranteed in my case. I'm surprised that I haven't quit yet. Now I know that it is not going to be easy. Putting hours of work in a video just to see a minimal engagement and views is just depressing in its own. I know that it will feel like I'm shouting at a void when nobody else is listening on the other side. Now, if I'm being honest, I genuinely want to try this. Not for others, but for me. I want to prove myself that I'm more than capable enough to do this. Now the battle isn't between somebody else versus me. It's between me and my capabilities. This is tough pill to swallow. I will need to go through this phase if I want to be successful. And I have to overcome all my self-doubt. Alright, let's talk about how did I manage to overcome these obstacles. First, I had to reassess why did I started this channel in first place. It wasn't about trying to prove other people wrong. It was about sharing my ideas, my values to other people so that they can benefit from it. This experience taught me a valuable lessons about patience, persistence, and staying true to yourself. Once I shifted my focus to original intent, things has started to change. I'm more focused than ever before, more determined to create a best quality content, growing every step in this journey. I'm not gonna lie, things hasn't really changed in terms of engagement or views. My videos still doesn't perform well, but what has changed is my perception towards this journey. I'll tell you a story so that you can understand why I don't really care about views anymore. The story is about baker who has been baking a pie for the last 2 years. People really didn't know about his pies, so nobody really visited his place. But one day, Oprah came to his store. She absolutely loved it, and inspired by her praise, everybody else wanted to try it, and they like it as well. Next day, there was a long line of people wanting to try his pie. He became one of the best bakers in the town. This story taught me that his pies didn't transform from average to best tasting pies overnight or after the Oprah's visit. It was always the best. It's just that people hadn't realized it yet. The pies needed that one chance, one opportunity to showcase their amazing qualities. The baker was always skilled. he just got recognized on that day. Just like the baker, don't get disappointed if you haven't found your Oprah yet. The right opportunity will come for you as well. So just hang in there and never give up. It will be all worth it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.